Mitch has his 50th birthday. We experienced a tragic Las Vegas shooting, and Hannah gets an unexpected promotion. You just listened to episode 8 of The Morning Show.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, hey, that part we weren't even like waiting for. It just happened, but hey, it's lit. Welcome back, guys.
Hey.
Welcome to The Morning Show. It's night in California, but it's The Morning Show. Okay. I think that's a good enough intro for you guys. Hi, guys. Welcome back to The Morning Show panel. As you see, we're glad to be back with you guys this week. We have a lot of great topics for you. We have Mitch's 50th birthday, a tragic Las Vegas shooting, and of course, Hannah gets an unsuspected promotion. But of course, we have your news and gossip special segment and our predictions. But before we get into all of that goodness, I'm your host, Sierra Stafford, and I'm by two lovely ladies. Yes, round of applause for us. And to the left of me, I have Miss Simone Thomas. How are you doing today, Simone?
Good. Nice to be back.
Yes, good to be back. A round of applause for Miss Simone. And then to the left of her, we have Miss Bonny Burke. How are you doing?
Great. So
Yes.
happy to be here, like always.
Of course. So, yes, this is our full, beautiful panel for episode 8 of The Morning Show. So, we're going to dive right into it. We're going to waste no time because this episode was actually interesting. It was a recap. So, we got to see before everything happened. So, when we first saw the show, it was kind of like already happening in the midst of everything. We didn't really see the backstory, how, life was with Mitch at the news station. But this episode was a flashback. So, we got to see that Mitch. And I know in a few episodes, our main question was, do we believe him? Who's telling the truth? And this episode has definitely answered all of our questions.
Yep.
So, first off, before we get heavy into the topics, what were your overall thoughts of this episode?
Well, the very first scene, one of the first scenes with him at the news station and how he acted inappropriately with people, it just proved my predictions from the very beginning that he was disgusting and vile and disrespected women and did not know how to conduct himself in the workplace. And I was right.
You're right. Simone was right, guys.
It was gross.
Ding, ding, yes. Okay, what about you, Bunny?
Well, and we definitely saw that not only was Mitch acting some kind of way, but that the entire environment was conducive to him acting
They
that
enabled
way.
it.
They definitely enabled it.
When we see his birthday party, it's a hot mess. And I thought this episode was probably the hardest episode to watch as far as what we actually witnessed in the characters' lives. But great nonetheless, and I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. I was definitely taken back. And it was kind of shocking because Alex was a main one for me, that she was actually flirting back with him. They had weird, awkward jokes. It was just a weird vibe. So the fact that, it proves the Reese part about
Bradley.
Bradley part. I'm sorry, Bradley about her Alex kind of taking up for him or being a part of all of this. So we're gonna see a lot of that from Mia, Hannah, all of that. But it was his 50th birthday in this episode, so he turned the big 50. Everyone goes crazy for Mitch, and we see a lot of interactions with him. So the first one we see is with Mia. And so they, have exchange of words in the hallway, pretty cool, pretty casual, but it didn't get really awkward till we saw him and Hannah. So if you guys watch the episode, you see Hannah on the side behind the camera, they're getting ready for the show, and they make eye contact. And, she grins and he winks at her. So it's kind of So this does seem kind of, consensual. She likes it, whatever the case may be. So watching that moment, what do you guys thought about it? Do you think at that moment it was a mutual thing, or was it just a friendly gesture? He waved at me, let me wave back.
Well, there were definitely parts of the first, I don't know, maybe quarter of the show when we saw that was just kind of the work environment. It was kind of inappropriate. There were little snarky jokes going back and forth. People were flirtatious with each other. It seemed like it was a part of the work dynamic. Whether or not that means that it's appropriate or whether or not that means that people felt comfortable or didn't feel comfortable, that seemed like that was just
normal.
The work environment.
Yeah.
And so part of me still felt like maybe this is just the work dynamic in this office. Would I feel comfortable there? Maybe not.
Yeah.
But so that was something that when I saw that, and I saw he made the little joke about the other caster's dress, and he's like, Alex, can't we get you dresses like
Allison?
Yeah, like Allison. And he's like, yeah, because the best part would be Allison would be naked.
Oh.
That's what took me right there. That line.
But everyone went along with it. He's mic'd.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
And
so
not
the
even-
fact that these were jokes that were totally seemed to be inappropriate in their work environment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it didn't seem out of place. No one there. You didn't see a bunch of faces gasping.
No one. Not even Alex.
No one responded,
was
and he's on a
normal.
mic. So everyone's hearing him,
Exactly.
and everyone seemed to be fine.
Exactly. And that's the scary part. What you got, Simone?
I just think it's crazy to me though that this was just the tone of the environment. Like I just it's crazy that no one spoke up, especially like one of the producers, because like as a producer you have autonomy and you can instruct an anchor to be better and do better. And the fact that Chip or Fred just didn't really seem to care, like, it's just absolutely disgusting. And then it makes us realize that none of these people really are innocent. And so when they are being questioned by the internal investigator, it's like they're gonna save face and not be honest, despite the fact that all of these people were very hip to what was going on.
Yeah, very well, and like you guys said, it was very awkward to watch because it shows that everything we did predict is true, and the fact that I feel like it makes us really believe that like men think they have their own world, like this is a men-run business, so of course Fred and Chip or whoever else is gonna always have Mitch's back is what it looks like. So that's the sad part about it, and with the whole scene where they're blowing off the confetti off the desk, they're playing with the dryer, the blow dryer with Alex and Mitch. They're playing with it, and like it's like so inappropriate, but it's like, but she's laughing about it. And
Right.
keep in mind, they're both married at this time. We see flashbacks of her and Mitch and his wife and kids. So it's kind of like, so not only inappropriate, you're actually cheating as well. So it was just a lot. But that's what leads to our next topic. But before that, let us know how much we love our AfterBuzzers here on our show.
Yes, we love you guys. We appreciate you coming here every single week to watch us, to hear what we have to say. I mean, you actually care about us, and we care about you. So if you're listening to us on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating and comment. And then if you're watching us on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. All of that, your support truly, sincerely means a lot to us. And just come on back, guys. We love you. Thank you.
Yes. Oh. Yes, thank you guys with our simp music, yes. We really do love you guys, and just make sure you check out all the after shows, Black Hollywood Live, Popcorn Talk. Just go support us all. We really love it, and thank you guys for always just rocking with us. Now, our next topic, goodness gracious. So, Las Vegas shooting. Now, we know about shootings in real life, but they actually had to go cover a Las Vegas shooting. And so, in the midst of that, we start to get more of the news environment and what Mitch is really about and how everything is going. So, the shooting itself, devastating to happen. Everyone had to cover it. But what retaliated after that is what was the bones that got, really crispy and crunchy. So that's when we see him kind of, joins hands with Hannah. Kind of starts taking advantage of these women because they're in Vegas, they're getting lit, it's his birthday, that whole nine. And first is with Alex. He approaches Alex first. Now, I have a question about that first before I go to Hannah. So when he approached Alex, did you think that when he approached her, he knew that he could because they already had something prior?
That's
or it
what
was just
felt like.
Okay.
I think because it's like they'd spent all day. It's like they had to leave his birthday party, fly to Las Vegas at 4 a.m. or something, and they cover the shooting all day, and then we see them after the coverage sitting together, and him really like, don't leave me. I don't want to spend the night alone. Just stay with me. And she was like, no, Mitch, you just need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, I know what's right in this situation. Just go to bed.
Right.
And we see them part ways. And then we see him go off and kind of groom Hannah.
Yeah.
Like smothering her with compliments, taking her for a walk, letting her know, like, oh, it's normal to be sad in a situation like this. This is hard. You're doing a great job.
Right.
I can make you feel better.
Yeah.
Let me try and cheer you up.
Yeah.
Telling her all those things to make him seem like she can trust him, that he's an ally, when in reality, he's grooming her. He's setting the stage so he can take advantage of her because he is a source of power. He's a veteran and she's new, and you're impressionable and you look up to those people, so you have nothing but to think that he has good intentions. When in
Exactly.
reality, That's not it.
So do you guys think, because once you watch it, you see the different, it's a very different dynamic versus Alex versus with all other women. So do you think that he treats her differently because she has the same power as him, and that's why he's not like so pushy on Alex? Because it seems very mutual. Like Alex likes it, she seems like she likes it, but he's not pushy towards her versus the other women. So do you think it's because of her power as well? Like, you think it's the point of power that, like, why he treats the way he does?
For sure. She's more of an equal, and she's not intimidated by him. Like, she doesn't need to rub shoulders with him to get by.
Yeah.
And as we've seen, no matter who she kisses up to, they're still gonna disrespect her and give him more opportunities, even though she's been doing it for however many years. Like that one story that she always did.
The baseball.
And they gave it to him instead. So she doesn't need to suck up to him. Like, and I like that she has enough respect for herself that she can be like, nah, save it. I don't want it.
I mean, that's good, but it's just a matter of, she can say it, but it's like the fact that he actually listens is what I'm getting at. But versus other women, he's not going to listen. Versus Alex, though, when she says it, he's like, okay, he'll make a joke about it, but he'll let it go. So I feel like I feel like we're going to get more of that. That may be a prediction, but I feel like it's still something with them because, like I said, watching them this whole episode was very, very weird. And so you kind of already jumped the gun, but he tried to do some things with Hannah, if you watched the episode. Very inappropriate, but Hannah didn't kind of stop it. I think more so of a shock thing, would you guys say?
Yeah.
Probably didn't know what to do, whether to stop, if it was okay, what it may have been. But after the thing happened, she actually goes and confronts Fred about it. So we know she wasn't okay with it. And in the midst of her doing that, he says, you know what? So that does sound like, he said it in a way like he knows that Mitch is this type of person. And when she said, I'm Hannah, I work with the morning show, something happened with Mitch, it's like he already knew, like, another one, another girl. So let me go ahead and let me fix this real fast. And he's like, you know what, let me promote you. You're a hard worker. Hear a lot of great things about you. Let's give you a promotion. And of course, in her mind, the whole topic is going to erase her mind because she's like, wait, promotion? I've just come to confess. So it just shows that all the men in this industry were all in a team. Like, all work together, and Fred is one of them. So after watching that, do you think that's what Fred, after watching the past episode, do you think that is what Fred is trying to cover up, or we're going to see something more?
I don't know. I mean, the fact that scene with Mitch and Hannah in the hotel room was so uncomfortable to watch.
Even this episode gave a disclaimer. If you watch, none of the episodes ever give a disclaimer. And so when this one did, I said, oh, this must be juicy. This
I mean, it was real. I just got chills just thinking about it. It's really uncomfortable to watch, and it's really, as not graphic as it was, it felt incredibly graphic. And then when we see Hannah, like, unable to contain all the emotion from having that experience and going to the head of the network to say, this is what happened in Las Vegas, and I was taken advantage of, and I was assaulted, and I didn't want this to happen, and I felt pressured, and I couldn't get out. And to see him very, like, coyly,
don't even
nonchalantly stop her from even being able to say what happened. She literally just got out her name, who she worked for, and where she was. Like, it sounds like a meet and greet.
Right.
Like, give me your name, where you work, where you're from, right?
Then boom,
and then
promotion.
then shut her down. And then to see her say to him when he is like, well, I guess you're in the head of casting now. And he said, and she goes, is that how this happens? And he said, of course, people work hard and they get promotions. Oh my God.
That is disgusting. And I feel like for Hannah, it should have been a red flag. Now, of course, she's probably not thinking clearly, like, I just got promoted, okay, but it's kind of like, you went there for a motive and nothing happened.
It's almost like, instead of giving someone hush money, like, shut them up with a job, because who doesn't want more? Who doesn't love more? Well, it is hush money because she's gonna get more money.
I was just saying,
and she's gonna get a new job title to help boost her resume, and it's so disgusting because it's like
sleeping with
knowing, and also, like, as clearly these people don't care about the morale of their employees, because if someone's coming to you to complain about something, you didn't even take the time to actually, like, listen to what she had to say.
No, because then he would be a part of it. He couldn't hear it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and that makes me wonder, Sierra, like when you said, do we think he's trying to cover up something bigger? The fact that he didn't even want to be privy to the information that she was about to share.
Yeah.
Because of how it might impact him later, says to me that there's something bigger happening.
What's weird is like, if this kept happening, like why did they keep protecting Mitch?
Well,
like,
and that's what I think. Like this
Yeah,
must
that's
be
why-
bigger than Mitch.
That's why I
just
said,
doesn't make
because
sense.
I feel in my head, because I was trying to calculate the two, is it like a money hungry thing, a greed thing, saying at the top? Because think about it, Mitch is the top anchor at a top news station in the world. So would you pick his side or these random people with these random low jobs versus the anchor? So it's kind of like, I feel like a man's world. We're going to defend our brand, our name, our client, forget these women, you know? Like how, you know, that's the idea I'm getting. But then again, it's like, it has to be something bigger, though.
I feel like it has to be bigger.
Did
And
Mitch
at the
do
same
something?
time, it's like it's a really weird dynamic, though. Like you guys were talking about, the hush money aspect of it, because the hush money is keeping them in the environment. So it doesn't allow them to have the mental space to say,
Think about it.
oh, this wasn't right. Because their peers are still the same peers. So they're not going to go to them and say what's happened, because they were the same people who were there before, where like you might go to a new job and then realize, oh, this is like a very different work dynamic.
Yeah.
A really different work environment.
So why did
Maybe where I was weird and not right. But if you stay there and you're making more money and you have more responsibility and you seem like you're on the top of your game, you're not going to speak out against
them?
what's happening.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially if they just awarded you or rewarded you.
With probably your
with
dream
a promotion,
position.
yeah.
And she did say, you know, I'm here for a goal. I'm trying to reach my goal. And she just got handed that goal. Literally on a platter. And also, too, we saw the scene where she was on the phone with her best friend. Hannah on the phone with her friend, who she didn't talk to for a long time, kind of upset. And in the midst of that conversation, she goes, you know, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm in New York by myself. And I put a lot of my time into work. I'm here by myself trying to survive. And work is doing that for me. So it kind of made me think, I know now news is very busy. We know that. But it kind of made me think, what got you so caught up in work that got you so secluded from your outside life? You know, and the way she said it, her face was kind of like, you know, just work is just a lot. She kind of sounded like very down about it, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, oh, yeah, I'm just working, girl. I'm just getting it. It was kind of like, I got to work because I got to get it. And I have to do whatever I have to do to get it, you know, that type of vibe. So I want to see more about that. But that scene made me think like, it's way more to this story. So, so those are our main 3 topics for you guys. So let's just get straight to our news and gossip for you guys, because that's some good tea there too.
Okay.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Okay, guys, so this is good. The morning shows landed 3 Golden Globe Award nominations.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so both Aniston and Witherspoon, they both received nominations for Best Performance by an Actress in a Drama TV Series. But what's kind of unusual is that Jennifer Aniston is nominated for The Morning Show, and Reese Witherspoon is nominated for Big Little Lies.
Well, I knew you were about to say that because I love that show too. Big Little Lies is a
And
good
then
show.
they're also nominated for Best Drama Television Show.
Wow, and this
Yeah.
is the first season, so that's amazing.
Yes.
And we're not even done.
I know.
Like, totally
Totally.
on episode 8, season 1.
Okay, so do you guys want to hear the other nominees and we can make
Yeah,
some
yeah.
predictions?
Yeah.
Okay, so for Best TV Drama, we have Big Little Lies. So again, Aniston, Witherspoon kind of going head to head in a way. The Crown, Killing Eve, The Morning Show, and Succession. What are your picks?
I've only seen 2, so the
Which
Morning
ones?
Show and Big Little Lies.
Same.
I've heard of the Killing Eye,
Killing
and I've heard
Eve.
Killing Eve, and I heard of Succession, but I haven't watched it.
Same.
So
I mean, I'm biased because I was on the after show for Big Little Lies, and now I'm on the after show for this show.
oh wow.
So if either one wins, yay. But I mean, because I've only seen those, I would rather they win. But I've heard that Succession is absolutely
yeah, I've heard those
incredible.
other shows are bums. So.
And Killing Eve too. So I don't know.
I'm picking Killing Eve.
Oh,
It was my
okay.
favorite show this last year. I thought it was so fantastic.
Really?
Okay.
So good.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm at the
Have you
watch it
seen
now.
It is
Succession?
worth the watch. I haven't, but
Okay.
people rave about it.
do.
What is Killing Eve? Come on.
BBC America.
Yeah, BBC America.
BBC.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch it now. I'm gonna have to go. Big Little Lies is actually really good too.
It is very good.
And I like the morning show. I'm gonna just go on these guys. I only seen these 2. Okay, the
Yeah.
rest, if they're good, great. But out of those 2, well, we haven't really finished this.
We haven't finished, so we don't know.
Big Little Lies.
I'm gonna.
What you got, Simone? Cause you've seen it.
I'm
Pick one.
okay. So it's Sandra Oh for Killing Eve.
Yes.
Who's nominated for Succession?
Oh, well, no. So this is just for the best TV
Oh,
drama
best TV
series.
shows.
Yeah, that's just the
Oh.
show itself,
But
not
I was
an
saying out of
individual.
Big Little Lies and The Morning Show, which one?
Oh, Big Little Lies.
I think I'm gonna have to go with that one too.
The
Yeah.
drama in that
Because
one
the
was
drama
just...
exactly. It
yes.
was like a
It's
lot.
unmatched.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Unmatched.
like we can predict this, but
Yeah.
that was like sheesh. Okay, so yeah.
That was fun.
That was good. But no, congrats to you guys though. That's
Yeah,
really
amazing.
major. Yeah. So
I
good
know.
job to everyone a part of the morning show because that's really dope. So
Yeah.
now our special segment, Real or Fake News by Simone.
Yes. Are you guys ready for some real or fake news?
Yep.
Always.
Okay, so the queen herself, my queen, she was also rated my top artist of the decade by Spotify, Miss Beyonce.
Of course.
Yes,
None other.
please applause for her. So she is Elle's cover girl for January. And she was very candid in an interview. And this time her fans actually got to write in and she answered the questions that they asked, which is great because, you know, Beyonce is very private.
Very private.
So it was cool to get that perspective. She talked about self-care, motherhood, her Ivy Park line. So, is this true or false? Did she talk about motherhood? Did she talk about self-care, Ivy Park? And she even talked about a new project, like a new album.
Okay, no. She talked about Ivy Park.
I know that too.
She talked about she liked Oreos. Girl, I read it. She talked. So this happened, but not the topics you're trying to say that she talked
Okay,
about.
which one's a lie?
All the other ones you said.
I said self-care,
She didn't-
motherhood, Ivy Park, and a new project.
She didn't talk about a new project.
Ding ding, you're right.
I know that.
So you read all of it.
I read it,
Are you
girl.
part of the Beehive?
Yeah, I'm part.
Oh, high five. Yes.
I read it. Me and my friend were actually talking about it. I was excited because we don't get that side of Beyonce.
No,
like
never.
in all these years, we probably never knew those simple things.
No.
And she also talked about her miscarriage.
Yeah.
Would have never known. She has 3 beautiful children, so it's kind of like, wow, thank you, B. Finally,
Yes.
sis. Like,
It's-
you can trust us, okay?
Right. I think we like Beyonce does a very good balance. She knows how to balance being in the spotlight and giving us all of her, but then retreating and then making us miss her. And I think that is the best balance of a celebrity, because sometimes when a celebrity is just out there all the time, you're like, please go away. But sometimes we don't see enough of her. So when we do get these covers like of her on Elle or Vogue, it's like, oh my gosh.
But I
yes,
do want to
stay.
say though, I'm not ashamed of her privacy. If
Oh,
I was a
no.
celebrity, I would be the same
I
exact
get it.
way.
I
None
mean-
disclosure every time you walk by me, because
And it's Beyonce, so it's like she
Exactly.
gets the most attention out of probably like any
Anybody,
superstar
yeah.
ever. And so I can only imagine how awful that
yeah,
must
you
be.
and I feel like no matter how famous you are, everyone deserves privacy.
Yeah.
Completely.
You know, because I know sometimes people are like, well, you're a celebrity, you deserve to be. Now, Grace, I understand in some cases, but when it comes to some stuff, they are entitled to their privacy.
Yeah.
And she works so hard
Oh,
She
on
gives
her
us
live
enough.
performances.
Exactly.
Like she can't be that type of a celebrity, even if she
Yeah.
wanted to be.
she couldn't.
Trust me, girl,
Yeah.
I know some that ain't even there and act like that. So, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I met one too. We're not getting on that. But she wasn't B, okay?
Yeah, no one's B. Like, her work ethic is so inspiring that whenever I'm trying to continue my workout, I'm like, Beyonce wouldn't stop. She would keep going. So I keep going because I know Beyonce would not stop.
Like she did that tour.
Oh
Exactly.
my gosh, that was amazing.
Oh, man, I love her. All right, number 2. Miss Vanna White is subbing for Pat Sajak. Sajak, okay. On Wheel of Fortune for the first time because he had an emergency surgery, and so she's going to be the sub for 3 weeks. Is that true or false?
I'm gonna say true.
I'm gonna say true.
Ding, ding, it's true.
Okay, great. I'm like, I have no idea. But I hope he has a good recovery.
Yeah, I know. I hope it's okay.
Yeah.
Hope you get better, Pat.
Yes.
And then lastly, the Golden Globe nominations came out today, as we know. We're just talking about them. And many female directors were nominated, including Ava DuVernay, Olivia Wilde, Greta Gerwig. Is that true or false?
I feel
I
like
don't know.
I feel like some of them are true, but you probably just threw a name in there that's not true.
But I hope it's true.
I know
Because
Ava.
they all had good projects this last year.
Exactly. Ava for sure has got to be in there.
I'd hope
you
so.
cannot not put, Central Park in there.
Okay, so you think it's yes, it is false. No.
Wait.
No female directors
At
were
all?
nominated. No.
See, I'm telling you, men are scams.
And
just
when-
like the show.
And
All
When They
right.
See Us was not nominated as well.
Wait, what was not?
When They See Us at all. snubbed as well. So, I mean, Natalie Portman in 2017, she has called out the HFPA and just the Golden Globes in general for not recognizing women. And we had so many good projects by women this year.
I was literally about to say
Booksmart, Little Women, When They See Us. I mean, the list goes on. So it's disappointing.
Yeah, and good point. I'm glad that Miss South Africa, I don't know you guys watched, but she won.
Yeah.
And, you know, that was her message. Like, women take the leadership. We're really dope, and we don't give them credit for what we do.
Nope.
So it's kind of like, prime example, guys.
Yeah.
What we doing? It's 2020. Women are the sheesh.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're the women, and we're the reason why men even exist on this planet. You're carried by a woman, so get it right.
As Beyonce says, girls run the world.
Period. Whether you like it or not.
I mean,
And let's hope that now women are going to look up those directors and they're going to go and they're going to rent their movies. They're going to go see them in
seriously.
theaters, because that's part of the thing is like we need to also put our money into these
where our
women's
mouth is,
projects.
No, seriously, because it's
so
easy
true.
to
Like,
say
make a
something,
point.
but
Like, go see Queen and Slim. Like, you want to support Black women. You want to support women directors. You want then go
do
put
it.
your
Be the
money
person.
on the counter.
Yeah, you can't be
Because
doing it for other people.
When
go
it's
do
successful,
it too.
they'll
Yes.
keep doing it. Like,
Yes.
we can't complain and then not support it. Well, then those projects aren't going to keep getting the
Yes.
attention and the support they
Exactly.
should in the future.
Totally.
Exactly. So yes,
'Cause
guys,
these women
please
have
support.
created
Yeah,
amazing,
amazing
works this year.
movies.
Like,
Yes.
a lot of the things that were directed by women this year were great. Queen and Slim.
Yeah.
Oh, I would go see it
And I
again.
didn't even know that was directed by a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Melina,
And
she works with Beyonce.
Wow.
Yeah, she did all
She
of
shot
Beyonce's videos.
Beyonce's cover for Elle.
And I know this, and I haven't seen Queen and Slim yet, but the things I've heard about it, guys, I've heard it's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
You need to go see it.
So a good quick message for you guys to go support all your women, not just Black women, but all women. Women empowerment, like just support
Yes.
everyone. We need it. Men think they run it, but they don't. Okay, we got this in the back, ladies. Let's do it. Okay. No offense to my men out there. Okay, we love you sometimes, but sometimes. Okay, now let's get to our predictions, guys.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
We like it. You love to see it. We're predictions. I think this is my favorite part. All of our favorite parts. We always jump the gun. But let's get straight into it. So,
Yeah.
Simone, start with you.
Yeah. So predictions. It was weird not seeing Bradley this episode because it was a flashback.
I kind of tripped over her name earlier. Sorry, guys. I was like, wait.
So with predictions, I think Bradley's gonna get to the bottom of what's happening. I'm curious to see what intel Mitch has for Bradley, since he clearly is guilty. Like, is he going to incriminate himself with the information he's given? Like, I just don't know how
makes
that's going to
sense.
unfold.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that happens. And then I just think that Hannah will probably just go down a slippery slope, and it's going to get bad for her. I don't know how, but
That was my prediction.
Oof. I hope not for her sake. My prediction is I think we're going to see some extra bad stuff come out about Fred. I don't know what, but I feel like he's covering up something bigger than Mitch.
I feel that too.
Okay. Actually, Hannah was my
Well, you can
prediction, but no,
expand, yeah.
I was going I feel like something definitely going to happen with her, because I feel like this episode, it was a lot of like loose ends still. We got a lot, but I feel like it's just still a lot of loose ends. And I noticed each episode they keep focusing on her more. Like we're seeing a lot more Hannah every episode. So I feel like something about to break out major, and she's going to lose it, like you said.
Yeah.
And
Or maybe she's going to go public.
I was going to
should.
say, I feel like she's going to fight against it, and then hopefully Bradley defends her. Or something along those lines.
They need to get
Yeah.
justice. Like, just the way they've been treated. Like, I mean, we've only seen like hers so graphically. It's only fair for her to go.
And now the fact that
about
Mitch has already been caught, he's gone. It's like, why not? Why not? What's the worst that can happen now? He's already
Exactly,
been
he's
proudly
gone.
caught. It's not like I'm lying. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm predicting too. Same with Hannah.
We'll see.
Okay, guys. So that's our predictions. That's our show for you guys for today. Let us know what you guys think, your thoughts, predictions, how you like us, if we're cute or not. No, I'm just kidding. But until next week, guys, I'm your host, Sierra Stafford. You can find me on my Instagram at Sierra Stafford TV. Where can I find you guys?
And you guys can find me at Simone Thomas on all social platforms.
And you can find me at Bonny Burke on Instagram.
Yeah, see you next week for episode 9.
Bye, guys.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.